All right, U-turn and sequencing and all that. On the U-turn, I included this after length meters as an extension to the U-turn. I remember before we used headlands and that sort of thing, and with inner boundaries, it gets really tricky because as you come around a corner, there's no longer a headland or a boundary, or there's all these instances where there's nothing to measure from as you come around the corner. So I thought, why not just use the U-turn? It's generated and it's double checked and all that sort of thing. So as we increase the length here, that increases the length of these arms. So now it's longer, and then it'll compensate based on the length of the arm. So when you go into U-turn and you set your entry and exit, so this is 12 meters into the turn or whatever, and then this is the distance past the center of the turn. So it'll turn on 12 meters after the center of the turn. Not quite as flexible as the old way, but this way works every single time. So here, if we start going, this guy will turn into cancel and the distance you are along. See, it's counting down 21, 20, 19, 18. We turn. As soon as it hits 10 or 12, it'll shut off. And as it progresses around, remember we set the exit at 10. So as soon as we hit 10, 12, then it'll turn back on. It works pretty good. Anyway, play around with it and see what you think for the idea. It's always on, it's always working. If you want to turn it off, then you kind of have to set these guys to null in order to turn it off. But anyway, say we take our turning radius up to 900, redraw it. Of course, the length will be longer, and there's more meters on the turn. You have to compensate accordingly. But once it generates that type of turn, it generates that for the whole field. So again, it'll start counting down. It'll tell you. It starts at 40 meters. So 40 meters from there to there, 40 meters from there to there. And when it hits 12, it turns off. Over on this side, when it hits 12, it'll turn back on again. So it doesn't matter the shape, doesn't matter the waveform. It works in AB line, it works in curve, both patterned and Dubins. I think it works. Anyway, give it a try.